should just take the sound from this one. There we go. Now with the scissor. So, by the way, one of the very 2 seconds. By the way, one of the questions that I've been getting the most about my dreadlock extensions are where they're from, like where I got them. And they're from Blue Bramble Dreads. I'm gonna put a link to his Facebook page down below. It's a guy, very nice guy, that made my dreadlock extensions over a year ago. So for those of you who might just have tuned in on my channel, I put in dreadlock extensions in December 2015? Yeah, 2015. Wow, that's crazy. It's more than a year ago, and I still have a lot of them left in my dreadlocks. And for some time now, I've been like really considering if I should take out my dreadlock extensions, but I've now made the decision that I'm not gonna do that because I'm actually really happy with them. But I have been going through all of my dreadlocks, and I've been taking out the extensions in some of the dreadlocks where it was like getting loose or where it didn't like look good. So today I'm going to take some of the extra extensions that I have and put them in. Let me just put the camera down. So I hope this is going to be quite a chill video in which I can just tell you guys how I'm doing and how my dreadlocks are doing, and I just wanted to kind of just include you in this because I've been talking so much about whether I was going to cut out my dreadlock extensions. As you can see, these are some of the dreadlocks that I had extensions in. Like this is my own hair and this is the extension part down there. So my own dreadlocks are actually quite long by now. As you can see, like they would be this long if I decided to cut off my extensions. But I just really like the extra length, so I've decided that I'm going to put in some of the extras that I have. So they have been made out of like extensions. I don't know, some people know a lot about it, but this is the first time I've ever had extensions in my hair that's with like dreadlock extensions. So what I do is that I cut off one of the dreadlocks that he had made for me. I just cut them up there. And then I cut off that bit up there that we don't really need. I'm gonna have to vacuum clean when I'm done with this. Like that. So we now have this fluff that we're gonna need. And then I find a dreadlock that we want to attach it to. I feel like they have all become kind of short. Just consider this. Okay, I'm just gonna make myself a bit taller. Okay, I feel like they have all been shrinking so much. Just look at this. This is some of the dreadlocks where I've removed extensions and stuff. Let's just take those down. Like there. And this is the length of all of them in the other side. Like that. And if we take an extension here and put them on like that, this was the length that I had last December where I first put in the extensions. So they have actually been shrinking too. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, we are going to attach some dreadlock extensions. So I need a bit of like fluffy hair up here. Maybe I need a bit more. And then you need some loose tips in your own hair as well. I have quite a lot here, as you can see. There's about like 1.5 inch or something. There is so much hair in my bed already. But then I do like this. I'm gonna do a close-up. So I got my dreadlock extension. I got my own dreadlock here. And then I'm going to do like this. I take this and put it into two like that. Can you see that? And I take my own and just split it in the middle. And then I do like this. So I put them, I like cross them. if that makes sense, like that. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I take my new crooked needle, crochet hook. There's so many names for this. And this is a 0.6 millimeters. And what I start to do is just to work my way through the dreadlock, catch some hair on the other side, and pull them back through. And this is the process of putting in dreadlock extensions, and it takes super long. So that is basically the process. Getting the hook through the dreadlock, catching some of all of that loose hair on the other side, getting some and pulling it into or through the dreadlock. And like moving your hand like this is something you get used to by time, but it does take quite some time for every dreadlock. I think when I did this last year, where I put in like, I think I put in like 50 dreadlock extensions in December last year, and it took me like 2 days, of maybe 3 days of just like doing this pretty much all day through. So it takes about, I think it takes about like 20 minutes per dreadlock, and I put in like 50. So it really took quite some time. You need to be patient, and also like if you have friends that can help you, that's a good idea. Or maybe just take a few at the time and just do it while you're watching like films or something, because it's quite boring. But yeah, as you can see, I decided to keep my dreadlock extensions. I've really been enjoying having that extra length. So even though it can be quite annoying sometimes because it takes hours and hours and hours of it to dry, I just think it's worth it. Like, I don't know, I've just enjoyed having that long princess hair. You can see that some of the hair is still poking like through and out like that, and you can see we haven't made it to this down here, but we're going to grab a little bit at the time and just work our way down here and pull through all the way down to work this hair into the extension part. In that way we're kind of locking the extension and my own dreadlock together, if that makes sense. And it's really a good method, especially because my dreadlocks are quite old. Like, I've had them for 4 years this summer, so they're not just falling off, they're like holding on pretty well. Like, they're pretty like tight, so when I do this with an extension they hold together pretty well. But if you have younger dreadlocks, it might not be that tight. Your dreadlocks might not be that tight, so maybe you have to look up on the extensions a bit more. I have to admit I didn't do much, but it worked out. So this is something I should do over a live stream. I've seen that you can do live streams here on YouTube now, and it is something I've been considering trying to do at some point. I think I'm going to do one when my YouTube channel is going to turn 3 years. It's my YouTube channel's birthday in the beginning of March, so I think I'm going to be doing or hosting my first live session in the beginning of March, and then we can talk about something. Like, maybe we should just make it as a chat, or maybe you could ask me questions or like something. But I think I'm going to be hosting my first live show in the beginning of March, so just wanted to hear what you guys think about that, if that is an okay way to celebrate 3 years on my channel. This is taking long. We've been filming for 13 minutes now, and I'm still like not even halfway done with this dreadlock. Okay, so I'll update you when I'm done with this dreadlock and show you the finished result. I still have some loose hair to take care of, and yeah, just see you after I'm done with this, so that you can see how it's gonna look, the finished result and everything. And yeah, so it's 5 minutes later now or something, and I'm done with this dreadlock. So let me just give you a close-up. This is how it looks. You can still see there is a bit of hair pointing out, but it's really hard to get all of it into it. But what you can do as well, if you have some oils, I do have some oil I can show you, 2 seconds. I really like to use this one from Dreadlocks. It's the Nak Champa conditioning oil. Then you can put a bit of that on your hand, just a tiny bit. Do like this, and then you can do some palm rolling, so that you're going to press. You put your dreadlock between your hands and then you press against it and roll while you press the dreadlock. And if you do that, it's called palm rolling. And by doing that, you also put the hair into the dreadlock and kind of try to push it to be like round and good. But let's just do the check and see how long this dreadlock is compared to the rest. So, yep, you can see, like, this is pretty close to it actually, this one and the other side. But the rest of them are a bit shorter, aren't they? I don't know, maybe it's not that bad. If we do like this, okay, maybe it's not that bad. It's not that much length I've lost, but you can see it here. That's the one I've just attached like that. But yeah, that was the first of them, and I think I have quite a few to go through. I think I have like 7, maybe 8. So that was actually all I wanted to show you guys in this video. I just wanted to give you an update and tell you guys what I decided about my dreadlocks. I have decided that I'm gonna keep them because I really enjoy having this long hair, and just showed you how to put them in. And also Blue Bramble Dreads in the description down below to their Facebook, or to his Facebook. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.